You know that feeling when something brushes your leg while swimming? That split second of pure terror before you realize it's just seaweed? Now imagine if that terror was completely justified, because in prehistoric oceans, seaweed could have been jaws bigger than a car, a whip-like neck longer than a bus, or a spiral of teeth straight out of a nightmare. But the scariest part? Many of these monsters didn't just lurk in the deep. They hunted in shallows, rivers, and even ambushed from the edge of land. These weren't dinosaurs in the strict sense, but they ruled the ancient seas with ruthless efficiency. If you think you're tough enough to survive them, stick around. We'll count down from the mildest nightmare to the ultimate ocean apex predator. Hit like if your survival instincts just kicked in, and drop in the comments how you'd try to escape number 1. Starting with a creature that looked like a broken pool noodle with a PhD in stealth, the Plesiosaurus, and its long-necked relatives like elasmosaurs. These marine reptiles proved necks were the ultimate gym day. Some species reached up to 50 feet long, with necks making up nearly half or more of their body. That ridiculous length wasn't a flaw. It was a deadly feature. The long, streamlined neck let them approach prey without creating ripples or waves from their bulky body. Imagine a 50-foot predator sliding through the water almost invisibly until its small head strikes like a sniper. 4 powerful flippers acted like underwater wings, letting it pivot and accelerate with surprising agility. It wasn't the fastest, but in murky shallows or among schools of fish, that stealth neck turned it into nature's perfect ambush hunter. And this is just the warm-up. Next, meet Helicoprion, the shark that came with a built-in circular saw. This wasn't a typical toothy predator. Instead of rows of replaceable teeth, it had a single spiral whorl of serrated blades in its lower jaw, up to 150 teeth coiled like a buzzsaw. Growing 20-30+ feet long, it sliced through soft-bodied prey like squid with a rolling, self-sharpening cutting action. Paleontologists once thought it was a defense tool. Nope, this was its feeding mechanism. The jaw extended, and the whorl rotated to grasp and process food like a conveyor belt meat grinder. It looked like something from a horror movie, and for good reason. But even a swimming power tool isn't the worst on this list. Now, crank up the arachnophobia. Jacalopterus, the largest arthropod ever. This sea scorpion stretched up to 8 feet long in Devonian rivers and shallows. No tiny stinger needed. Its massive claws, some over 18 inches long, could snap with bone-crushing force, slicing prey like a living guillotine. It glided through water with surprising grace for its size, hunting actively rather than just scavenging. Fossils suggest it was a top predator in its ecosystem, using those scissor-like appendages to tear apart anything unlucky enough to get close. If a shower spider freaks you out, picture this thing in the shallows. If you thought armor was for defense, meet Dunkleosteus, the Devonian tank with an attitude. This armored fish reached about 20 to 30 feet in realistic estimates, but its head and front body were covered in thick, bony plates. No true teeth. Instead, self-sharpening bone blades that sheared through armor, bone, and shell. Its jaws snapped open in a fraction of a second, creating suction to pull in prey, then slammed shut with immense force, among the highest bite pressures of any fish. It was a cannibal, too, turning on its own kind when hungry. This was the Devonian's apex predator, built like a medieval knight crossed with a blender. Remember the T-Rex? Spinosaurus was what happened when that apex predator got a swimming upgrade. At around 46-50 feet long, with a distinctive sail on its back, it was one of the largest carnivorous dinosaurs. part crocodile, part sailboat, all nightmare. It had a long, narrow snout with conical teeth for gripping fish, dense bones for ballast, and a powerful tail that helped it hunt in rivers and shallows. Recent studies debate how aquatic it truly was. It may have been more of a wader and shallow water ambusher than a deep diver, but its size, pressure-sensing snout, and ability to take down large prey made it a versatile killer across land and water edges. Speaking of crocs, say hello to Deinosuchus, the terrible crocodile that made T-Rex look over its shoulder. This giant reached 35-plus feet and weighed several tons, with a bite force rivaling or exceeding that of tyrannosaurs, estimated up to tens of thousands of newtons. Its robust teeth left dinner plate-sized marks on dinosaur bones, proving it hunted or scavenged large hadrosaurs and other prey. Positioned eyes and stealthy underwater approach let it ambush from rivers and coasts. Modern crocs are scary. This one was a dinosaur-eating monster. If long necks seemed bad, Elasmosaurus took it to extremes. This plesiosaur hit about 34-46 feet, but its neck alone was over 23 feet, packed with 70-plus vertebrae. The bulky body could stay hidden in murky water or behind cover, while the neck snaked in from unexpected angles like a living periscope with teeth. It likely hunted fish and invertebrates with quick strikes, using that reach to minimize disturbance. Some relatives may have hunted in groups. Your childhood crayon drawing of a weird long-necked animal. Nature made it real, and far deadlier. Now for the whale that made Moby Dick seem tame, Leviathan or Leviathan. This Miocene sperm whale relative reached 45-57 feet and specialized in hunting other whales. Its teeth were the largest biting teeth ever, up to a foot long and thick as baseball bats, deeply rooted for a powerful grip and shear. Unlike modern sperm whales, mostly suction feeders on squid, Leviathan had functional teeth in both jaws and a bite force among the strongest of any tetrapod. It used echolocation to track prey in dark waters and could take chunks out of large marine mammals. This was a hypercarnivorous apex predator in its time. The sea lizard that outdid most sharks, Mosasaurus. At up to 40-50-plus feet in some estimates, this marine reptile had a double-hinged jaw like a snake, serrated teeth, and binocular vision for precision strikes. Its tail featured a shark-like fluke for powerful thrust, letting it launch out of the water or maneuver at any depth. It could swing its head like a club after biting. From surface to sea floor, nothing was safe. This agile, aggressive hunter dominated late Cretaceous seas. Finally, the undisputed king, Megalodon, the massive shark that made jaws look like a goldfish. Reaching 50-60-plus feet, its teeth were the size of your hand. Serrated, robust, built for cutting through bone and blubber. It cruised at solid speeds and delivered a bite force estimated up to 40,000 pounds per square inch, enough to crush cars or whale skulls. This apex predator hunted large whales, including other predators across ancient oceans for millions of years. Even other giants gave way to it. There you have it. 10 reasons why prehistoric waters were a no-go zone. From stealthy long necks to the ultimate shark, these creatures turned the oceans into a gauntlet of terror. If you made it through without swearing off swimming forever, smash that like button and subscribe for more prehistoric nightmares. Tell me in the comments, which one scares you most, and how would you, hypothetically, survive an encounter? Next video drops soon. Stay out of the water.